Here she comes. I had my first visitor. Melanie came for about 10 days and we just did a road trip in my van from Christchurch to Queenstown, so just in the South Island. But our first stop was in Kaikoura, where we did a couple different little walks, and that's where you see a lot of like seals, which we did in fact see a lot of seals, and we even saw like a mom seal nursing her baby, which that was really cool. It's an intense sucking noise, which I wasn't expecting, but cool nonetheless. And then also in Kaikoura we did a whale tour, which I think they like refund you if you don't see a whale because they see so many here. But this is the captain of the boat putting, I'm not sure what the device is called, but putting it into the water to try and listen for whale sounds, and then whichever direction he finds them in, that's where we go. And then we kind of just waited to see if we could see one, and then finally we had one come up to the surface and take their breaths before diving back down.
Arch that back, my shoulder too. Wow.
And then we also saw a pod of dolphins, and they were really active. They were even like jumping and everything. And then back in the car to our next destination. It was really fun having someone to talk to, not just being by myself the whole time for my travels. Someone to have my meals with and everything. I had Melanie get used to the van life. But our next stop was Lake Tekapo. This is the view from the top of Mount John, which was a really short hike. It was pretty steep though, we had to take a couple of breaks along the way, but the view is just crazy at the top. And we even did that hike twice, but I didn't take any videos of the night one. We left at like 9 p.m. at night to get there when it was fully dark because it was such a good stargazing spot, and it really was. We even got to see like the satellites going around and everything. It was very magical, not at all like the walk from the water back to the beach. And here Melanie's getting already so used to, so comfortable with her van life.
It's pretty mid.
Next stop was Mount Cook, and this is the drive up to Mount Cook, which is gorgeous lakes. The colors were just crazy. And then Mount Cook, we did the Hooker Valley Trail, which is about a 3-hour return trail, and it's not too hard. It's pretty flat the whole way, but it is just gorgeous. Stunning views. And there were a couple of these swing bridges, I think they're called, and they're really bouncy. They're fun.
It's not freezing? It's not freezing? No, that is different from yesterday.
And the trail comes to a head at this huge glacial lake, and it is just ice cold, but so pretty. Some more driving to the next destination with little stops at campsites, our outdoor cooking setup. And we finally made our way to Wanaka, and we saw the Wanaka tree. And we also went to a lavender farm, which is really pretty. So many bumblebees. We had other animals, little pigs, and my favorite, the long-haired cows. Those are so cute. I did mess up and not take as many videos as I would have wanted to in Queenstown, but we finally made it to Queenstown and we did a river rafting trip, which was so much fun. We even got to jump off a cliff and everything, but we had these wetsuits because the water's so cold, so we had wetsuits, shoes, jackets, life vests, helmet. It was the whole shebang, but for us, wetsuits are not our everyday apparel, so it's very fun getting in and out of those. And then it was Super Bowl weekend, so we obviously had to find a spot to watch the halftime show, which we succeeded in doing. That was when Melanie and I parted ways, sadly. Had to say goodbye, but it was very fun having someone there for a change and not doing the whole solo traveling the whole time. Yeah, I stayed another couple days in Queenstown. It's my standard get ready with me setup, and I did randomly a weekend as a face painter in a dinosaur fair, which was really random but fun nonetheless.